Hi students, welcome to the session on Lorentz force. Right? Otherwise we can call this is a force on a moving charge. This is the most important topic we have to study. Right? So already we studied about force on a static charge. What is that? That is what electrostatic force given by Kq1 Q2 by R square, which is nothing but our Coulomb's law. So Coulomb's law deals with the force on a static charge. Now we are going to deal with the force on a moving charge. So force on a moving charge. Let us assume that we have a charge Q, right? Moving with the velocity v vector in magnetic field B. Let us assume the magnetic field is. If our charge Q is moving with the velocity v in magnetic field B means the force experienced by moving charge is known as magnetic force, because moving charge will experience magnetic field. So we call this the magnetic force that is given by Q into V cross B vector. Not it is a product, it is cross product, right? So vector product. So this is what force experienced by a moving charge. This is what that is equal to, we know, if you simplify this equation, it will be equal to F is equal to QE. This is force experienced by a static charge. Right? This is force experienced by a moving charge. Now the thing is, we are going to infer so many points from this equation. Let us see one by one. Right? Suppose if V vector and B vector are parallel. What's the meaning of V and B are parallel? If the V is velocity of the charge, if the speed of the charge, if it is charge is traveling in the direction, v velocity we have given direction, in the direction of magnetic field, that means both are in the same direction. You see this example, this is magnetic field direction. If your charge is traveling in the same direction with velocity, then only it will be parallel. If it is traveling like that, what will happen? V and B are parallel means what is the angle between them? Theta is equal to 90 degree. So what is V cross B? This implies F is equal to, in magnitude form, QVB sin theta. I take magnitude for simple calculation. For direction we have to take vector, we have to take direction, that we don't need now. We are going to bother about magnitude. So if F is equal to QVB, if theta is the angle between V and B, if they travel, if a charge travels along the magnetic field like this, the angle between them zeros, and what is the force? The force is zero. Magnitude of the force is zero. That means what? Your charge will not experience force if it travels along the magnetic field. Charge, moving charge won't experience force if it travels along magnetic field. Right? This is very important. Then, okay, then as per the diagram, as per the equation, where will be the magnetic field? Where will be the magnetic force? The magnetic force will be perpendicular to both B and B. That means what? We know that when you take a cross product between A and B, the resultant vector C will be perpendicular to both A and B. Similarly, V cross B, the force which is a result of V and V cross B, will be perpendicular to both velocity vector and magnetic field. Right? That is very important point. Right? Okay. Next. Suppose, second point is, if charge is moving parallel or anti-parallel to the field, what is the force? The force experienced by the charge, moving charge, is zero. Why? Because let us assume that if it is a magnetic field direction. Suppose my charge moves along this. This is B. This is V vector. If charge moves along this, again, what is the angle between V and B? Just now we see theta is equal to 0. Right? Suppose my charge moves opposite, anti-parallel. Opposite to that, what is the angle? Theta is equal to 180 degree. Again, F is equal to QVB sin 180. Sin 180 is also 0. So, if the charge is moving parallel or anti-parallel to the field, the magnetic force is 0. Very, very important point. Third point, what about that? Let us see. Third point is telling that force is maximum when charge moves perpendicular to the field. Right? Fm is, that is moving, magnetic force is maximum when charge moves perpendicular to the field. Why? When charge moves perpendicular to the field, v is perpendicular, that is velocity, speed is perpendicular to, in this way, b. So angle is 90 degree, so vb sin 91. So that's why force is maximum when charge moves perpendicular to the field. Fourth one, right? So you see that F is equal to 0 if V is equal to 0, because F is equal to QVB. If V 0, Fm 0. What we are inferring from this? Only moving charge, that is very, very important. Moving charge experiences magnetic force. Why? V0 means velocity is 0, that means speed is 0, that is charge is not moving. It is in stationary point. We know stationary charge experience electric force only. No magnetic force, that we know already, that is proven by mathematics. So if charge is not moving, V0 means not moving, velocity 0, speed 0, not moving. That means F is equal to QV, V0 means F is 0, that is magnetic force is 0. That is very, very, very important. So next thing that we are going to learn is fifth one. We know that force is equal to QVB sin theta. This means magnetic force is directly proportional to the charge Q, directly proportional to the magnetic field B, and directly proportional to the velocity V. Right? So next point we are going to understand is force on a negative charge is opposite to force on positive charge. What's that? We know that F is equal to QVB. F is equal to QVB. For positive charge, it is simply plus. For negative charge, minus QVB. Right? So, what is the symbol? Force on a positive charge is exactly opposite. This is plus, this is minus. So, it is opposite to the negative charge. Very, very, very important conclusion. Now, let me give some some example to find in which direction the resultant force will be happening. Suppose let us assume that my magnetic field will be in this direction, B. My charge is moving in this direction with this vector velocity V. Where, in which direction the resultant force will act? That is the question. Right? Where is Fm? In which direction of Fm? In which direction Fm will be there? You see, both are perpendicular. The angle between the V and B is perpendicular, 90 degree. Right? We know Fm is equal to VB sin theta. If you are putting in vector form, it is n cap. So we know the resultant force will be perpendicular to both V and B. We have done already, right? First point, the resultant vector magnetic force will be perpendicular to both V and B. So my V is in this direction, my B is in this direction from the diagram. Where will be Fm? It will be perpendicular. Either it should be coming out of the screen. Perpendicular means the result will be perpendicular. It should be coming out of the screen or going inside the screen. How to find that? You have to use right hand thumb rule. That is what your pure professional form. But I give you one shortcut. What is that? You are moving from B cross B. Because B cross B only we are doing, no? So you are going from B to B, like that you think. B to B you are going means you are moving in the anti-clockwise direction. This is the anti-clockwise direction. When you rotate anything in the anti-clockwise direction, what it will do? It will go inside. For example, you take a water bag and move the cap of the water bag in the anti-clockwise direction, it will go towards the water can. So it will go inside. Similarly, if you rotate like this, where is the resultant magnetic field? Resultant magnetic field will go inside the screen. So that will be represented by, going inside will be represented by cross. So this is the resultant magnetic field direction. Are you understanding the logic? I will give you one more example, you will learn, right? For example, let us assume my magnetic field will be in this direction. Fine. Okay. Now, let us assume my charge is moving in this direction, velocity B. Now, what we have to do, resultant magnetic field direction, magnetic force direction. So, B is in this direction, B is in this direction, right? Angle 90, no problem. So it will be maximum force, but whether it is coming out of the screen or going inside the screen, that is the question. You see, again you check whether in which direction we have to move, B cross B, B to B we have to move. We are moving in clockwise direction. Whenever we move anything in clockwise direction, it will close. Right? Yes. Okay, then it will be wrong, right? So whenever we move something in anti-clockwise direction, it is, please change. Whenever we move, rotate anything. So this is clockwise, V to B. Okay, this is right. This is going in anti-clockwise direction. So this is anti-clockwise direction. Whenever we move anything in anti-clockwise direction, it will come out. Again, same water bag, we take that and rotate the cap in the anti-clockwise direction. The cap will come out of the mouth of the water bag. So the resultant force will be coming out of the screen. So we know coming out will be represented by dot. So this is F. Next I can ask if we were suppose here, so what is the thing? The resultant force will be coming out. So I put it like this, right? So okay. Suppose if your charge is moving this direction, B and V are in same direction, what is the resultant force? Fm 0. That we know already. Here Fm is maximum but coming out. This is very important point to be noted. Right? So that is one important point. Now we see another important point is, right, since the force acts perpendicular to the direction of motion of the charge, and so you see we know that F is perpendicular to V. Since F is perpendicular to the V, what is the meaning? The resultant force is perpendicular to the V. That means if a charge is moving with this direction, the force will be acting in this direction. That's what we have done, right? Perpendicular to. That means what? The force will not act on the charge. Yes or no? That's what we know. So moving charge, right? So if there is no force, there is no work, because W is equal to F into D. Since no force is acting on the charge, right? What is the work done? Work done is equal to 0, because F is equal to 0. So work done in magnetic field is 0. Very important. Whereas we have done what is the work done per charge. We have done work done per charge in electric field is W by Q is nothing but potential V. Hope you remember. Right? We will prove that we know W is equal to F dot dl. Let us assume we are moving our charge from point A to point B. So you see F is equal to, we know it is a moving magnetic field. So moving force, magnetic force A to B. Fm is given by V cross B dot dl. Right? I can write again A to B, V cross B dot product, not a multiplication. It is a dot product. dl is V dt. Length is equal to velocity into time. Distance equal to velocity into time. That's what I have written here, right? So dl, it is length is equal to velocity into time. dl means dt. So you see, we know that V cross B, that is force, is perpendicular to V, velocity, and B. So what is the angle between V cross B and V? 90 degree. Because perpendicular. V cross B, it is nothing but our force. Force will be perpendicular to the speed or velocity. So the angle between V cross B is equal to V, that is 90 degree. See what is, let us assume that it is A vector, it is B vector. What is that? A, B cos theta, theta is angle between A and B. What is the angle between V cross B and B? 90. So AB cos 0, cos 90, that is equal to 0. So what is the answer we get? 0. So what is that? This work done is 0. This is mathematical proof, but we know that when charge is moving with this velocity, force in this direction, then what is the work it will do? It never do, because force is acting in this direction. You are moving in this direction, let us assume. Your friend is pushing you in this direction. What is the work you will done? 0. The same concept, right? So from this, what we are understanding is very, very important conclusion. Magnetic force may alter particle direction, but they can't alter the speed, because it won't do any work. Alter the speed, right? This is very, 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 very important point to be noted. Okay, so that's all about this session. Hope you understand everything clearly. If you are having any doubt, please ask me in comment section. Thank you.